Morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, and welcome to Jumpstart with Javon, where we are reading personal development books aloud so that you could jumpstart your day. And this week we are reading from Emotional Intelligence. This is one of my favorite books. I think all of the books that I'm reading are my favorites, which is why I am reading them to you. Okay, so that you could get your day jump started. And so that's why you tune into Jumpstart with Javon. Okay, so we are talking about emotional intelligence, and this is Emotional Intelligence 2.0. And I'm definitely going to encourage you to put this on your library shelves. There are four components to emotional intelligence, and that is self awareness, self management, social awareness, and relationship management. And while you may not always be working on four simultaneously, you got to focus on the areas where you want to sharpen. But the primary one that one must focus on day in and day out, continuous improvement, is self awareness. And luckily for you, I have a tool that will help you on that journey. So all you have to do is visit noexcusetoday.com to get access to that, be a part of the community. That's one of the great things about being a part of the No Excuse Today community. Or if you're not ready to join the community yet, you could go to my link in the description of this video, and it says learn more about DISC, and go ahead and take the assessment so that you can learn more about yourself. Okay, without further ado, we're going to jump into what it means. What does self-management mean? Okay, so self-management is what happens when you act or do not act. It is dependent on your self-awareness and is the second major part of personal components. So you can't even begin to manage yourself if you are not aware of yourself. Okay, so self-management is your ability to use your awareness of your emotions to stay flexible and direct your behavior positively. This means managing your emotional reactions to situations and people. Some emotions create a paralyzing fear that makes your thinking so cloudy that the best course of action is nowhere to be found, assuming that there is something you should be doing. In these cases, the writer writes, self management is revealed by your ability to tolerate the uncertainty as you explore your emotions and options. Now, once you understand and build comfort with what you are feeling, the best course of action will show itself. Self management is more than resisting explosive or problematic behavior. The biggest challenge that people face is managing their tendencies over time and applying their skills in a variety of situations. Obvious and momentary opportunities for self control, example would be, I'm so mad at that darn dog, or I'm so mad at my sister, I'm so mad at my brother, ooh, my boss is getting on my nerves. How many, raise your hand if your boss get on your nerve? Okay, put your hand down. Don't do it in front of your boss. Okay. These are the easiest to spot and manage. Anger is easier to spot and manage. Real results come from putting your momentary needs on hold to pursue larger, more important goals. That is so true. Sometimes certain situations really don't even require your energy. And so in that moment, when you, whatever makes you tick, whatever is like, getting on your nerves, you have to really decide in that moment, is this worth lending an emotion to? Is this worth me saying something about? Is this worth it at all? And so pausing and being able to reflect and sit in those emotions and manage those emotions in real time, that is a skill, and that is something that you could work on a daily basis. Okay, so the realization of such goals is often delayed, meaning that your commitment to self-management will be tested over and over and over again. Can I read that again? I want to read that again. The realization of such goal is often delayed, meaning that your commitment to self-management will be tested over and over and over again. So you wondering why, like, why does this keep getting on my nerves? Why does that is a sign for you that maybe I'm being tested in this area. And maybe I've been failing the test plenty of times before, okay? Maybe it's time for me to pass this test this year. And I believe that you can pass this test. You just got to be aware that the test is happening. Do you understand? This is why you need self awareness. Make sure y'all visit the link in my bio to take that disc assessment because it's going to help you and set you free. Those who manage themselves the best are able to see things through without cracking. Success comes to those who can put their needs on hold and continually manage their tendencies. Well, what you just heard was an excerpt from this book called Emotional Intelligence, and I'm definitely going to encourage you to add this book to your library. And I'm going to also encourage you to take that disc assessment, which you can find right in my bio in the description of this video, because once you become self-aware, then you could manage your emotions better, which is self-management. And then once you get that under control, then you can move into social awareness and have better relationships, which is relationship management. I'm here to help you to succeed, and hopefully you're listening to what I gotta say, because you ain't got no excuse today. All righty, until we meet again, my friends, y'all throw those X's up and y'all have a flippin' phenomenal day.